Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach myself how to make a QuickTime screencast and then save it and then fix it so that I can edit it in DaVinci Resolve. First of all, we're using QuickTime to do the screencast. There has to be two aggregate audio devices, one for input and one for output. The input is going to be my Yeti stereo microphone and BlackHole, 2 channels, that is recording what's coming out of the computer, the audio coming out of the computer. So you click on this plus, you make an aggregate device. I've already made one here. This one has the Yeti stereo microphone. Sample rate is 48K because that's what's good for making videos. Make sure that the microphone one shows up on top, BlackHole's on the bottom. Drift correction for the BlackHole, and that is your input. This is going to create 4 channels of audio, 2 for the mic, 2 for BlackHole. That's going to be a problem we're going to have to fix later. And then the output, again, is stereo microphone. I have my headphones plugged into the Yeti microphone, so those are done. With that, you're going to go to your system preferences, go to sound. The input is going to be Yeti and BlackHole input, and the output is going to be Yeti and BlackHole output, because I'm monitoring my voice coming through the microphone and listening to the computer in the microphone. So I'm going to stop this right here, and I'm going to save this file, and then we're going to use this file for the next part of the video. Okay, I saved the video that I just made as part 01.move. And let's take a look at this in Reaper. There are 4 channels of audio. The first 2 are my voiceover, and the bottom 2 are sounds coming out of the computer. I forgot to make sounds come out of the computer. Right. So let's make some sounds come out of the computer. Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach myself how to make a QuickTime screencast. Righto. What we're going to do with this, let's take this and do item processing, and we're going to explode multi-channel. So we're going to split these 4 channels into 4 mono channels. And the reason why we're going to do that is because we're going to pre-process the voiceover audio to make it sound better. Here's the original, here are the 4. We don't need these. Yes, delete that. Let's delete all but one of these. And now we're going to take this one and we're going to open it up in RX Editor. We're going to open up copy, right? This has created this as a take. And you can see that it's made a new file. I don't want to mess with the original file, so I'm going to make a copy. So go over to here. There it is. I'm going to do my regular chain. I'm going to do a high pass, low pass, set the audio volume, do just a basic EQ, just a real crappy EQ to make the microphone sound better. Spectral denoise, voice denoise, declick, and mouth declick. So let's do the first one. We don't need any of this, the bottom and the top, so we're just going to get rid of it. I have this at, I have the high pass at 100 and the low pass at about 1400. Yeah. So let's just do that because we don't need that. We don't need a prompt. We don't need to do anything with it. Next one, let's do loudness control. I'm going to set this at -20, true peaks at -2, tolerance 5. Could be something else. Anyway, render this. All right, do another EQ here. Let's just do a little mic EQ right there. Next. Had I been smart, I would have left myself a little bit of silence, and I didn't. So let's see how this sounds. It's got a mouth click in there. It's got a lot of mouth clicks in there. What's this? That's whistling snot. Right here. I don't know if that's going to be long enough. I don't know if I can do a denoise with that. It might be too short. Yeah, it's too short. Let's pick a couple other places that look okay. That looks pretty good. Is that enough? That seems to be enough. Let's do a little bit more just to be sure. This could be okay. There. So we got our noise profile. Let's go to somewhere and listen to it. Do a preview. 2 aggregate audio devices. There has to be 2 aggregate audio devices. 1 for input. Let's crank that up to 12. One for input and 1 for output. The input, good enough. Render. Okay. Let's do voice, denoise, adaptive. Look at that whistling snot right there. You can get rid of that. Attenuate that. Gone. Yeah. 1. Anywho, declick. Just use these. Mouth declick. Don't care what it sounds like. Yeah.
How close are you to being able to eat?
I can eat right now.
Oh, good. I just got it. We're all together.
Okay, where were we? We just did mouth declick. Noticed I didn't turn that off. And then the last thing we want to do is get the loudness back up again to where it should be. That's all done. Save that. Go back to Reaper. And that's the one we want. Let's take this take and let's delete crop to active take. We only need that one. We're going to export that. So this is what part 01. Mono 48. Oops, 48. 16 BCM. That sounds right. And here's that. Ah, I see what I did. There. Okay. Next thing we need to do is the fact that these videos have 4 channels. You're not going to be able to load them into DaVinci Resolve. They have to be stereo. And what I like to do is to have the voiceover on the left channel and the computer on the right channel. So we're going to use ffmpeg for that. So here is my, oops, crap. There's that. And then we have an ffmpeg command that I figured out. Let's put the voiceover in the left channel. So we're going to take those 2 stereo channels, mix them into one, put it in the left channel. Take the 2 stereo channels from the computer sound and put them in the right channel. And that's what this does. So ffmpeg, this is the name of the file. vcodec copy means don't do anything with the video codec. And this is the command that puts the audio into 2 channels, the 4-channel audio into 2 channels. So first thing we need to do is to go here and we need to change to this directory. It's called that. So CD, go over to here, drag this onto here. We're in that directory. Part 1 voiceover. Whoops, part 1 move. That's it. Copy. So this goes to here. We're going to change that to oops, there. Is that right? Okay. Run that command. And that's done. Now this is the one we're going to put into DaVinci. So go to DaVinci, let's create a new project. Oops. That goes in here. Change it. Come on. There. And the voiceover, we need that too. There. Drag this into the timeline. And let's see what this looks like. This is actually stereo. And you can only see one track. What we're going to do is convert to link group. That's right. So that's the voiceover. This is the computer. There's nothing in the computer. My bad. And then add track. It's going to be we're not gonna add an audio. I'm not gonna add a video track. I'm gonna add one audio track. It's gonna be mono. Add that track, and that is going to be the voiceover. Now we want to get rid of this one. So we're going to go to here. I'm going to do delete. Select it. And move this one up here. That's the left and right channel. We don't want this to play voiceover in the left ear and computer in the right ear. So we are going to add a track. Add tracks. We're going to add 2 tracks. They're going to be mono tracks. We're not going to add a video track. And to add those, and let's move these into mono tracks. There. And we'll empty these tracks, delete the empty tracks. There we go. So this is going to play in the center, not on the left, not on the right. And if I was smart enough to play some computer sound, I would have been able to do that. Why is it? Why are those not? Yeah. All right. No, it's not. That's a wrong. Huh. Okay. And then this should play in sync with the video. Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach myself how to do your editing. That's it.